Hello and welcome back to Bloodborne, part 33. In the last part, we went back to the fetid chalice dungeon.
I don't like being here.
Yes! This game understands me.
Sure, it gave you a bold hunter's mark, but that just is easier for you. It's not easier for us because of your editing style for this.
That
Although this is a lot of loot.
Yes, and there is something quite dangerous up ahead. I can
That
see...
looks like a smoldering fat man.
Smoldering fat man. I see you, fat man. You're going to roll at me. Oh,
Yep.
He belly flopped on me.
Alright, Zuchu, you have a really nice mace. Can we steal it from him?
Oh my god, I am low on health, and there's a giant fat man. Gonna crush you. He fell out of the map. That is the second time in the past non-consecutive 5 minutes we've been watching this that a character has fallen out of the game. That's not supposed to happen, ever. But I'm satisfied.
Clearly, they didn't actually test the boundaries of the chalice dungeons that well.
Well, I mean, hopefully they invented at least a fail-safe kill floor so I can at least get credit for killing the goddamn thing. Any second now, I'm gonna get blood echoes.
I don't think he will. I think he's just gonna fall through the map. Oh no, there it is. Okay. So it takes almost a full minute for our enemies to reach terminal velocity. Huh.
Terminal velocity. Oh, that is too funny. But seriously though, like that's a thing. That is a staple in pretty much all like platforming or 3D games. Is that if for any reason your character falls through the cracks in the coding, they have to have a way of ending the game, or you will be stuck there forever.
And usually it's with a kill floor. Sometimes it's a respawn. Marker, but usually it's just a kill floor.
Yeah, it's just so funny.
Blunderbuss.
There are times when this game is intentionally silly. There are times when this game is social silly, and there are times when this game is randomly silly.
Another bloodstone. Was that a level 3 bloodstone cloud, or was it a level 2 bloodstone?
Might have been either 3 or... we're in a difficulty 2. It was probably level 3. It was probably a level 3 blood gem.
Okay.
I happen to know where some of the most useful blood gems in the game are located, and their properties are very simple. Eventually, I think my saw cleaver is going to be decked out with plus 18 physical attack, another plus 18 physical attack, and maybe like I think I might even use a curse gem that increases my physical attack by 20% with a detriment, maybe like weapon durability or something.
Yeah, weapon durability is not really that big of a detriment.
It's not a big yeah.
I mean, it can be a detriment in certain games, but in Bloodborne specifically, weapon durability is relatively cheap to replenish, and it doesn't go down fast enough to have a multiplier. Really. Hello, keeper of the old lords.
I have your clothing now.
Yeah, but oh wait, that's right. Your bone ash stuff is both fire and bolt, right?
Yeah.
So you actually have got resistance to the fire wave attack now.
I have some increased resistance to the fire wave attack because I am only using the torso portion. Oh, all right. I think this is where I lock him up. He's up against the wall and he's trying to transform his sword. This is perfect. Just keep hitting him. Don't stop.
There you go.
Screw yourself.
Prey slaughter.
Prey slaughter.
5,000, and it's a level 4 blood gem.
The sharp damp. Whenever it says damp, that leads me to believe that it's cold, and it leads me to believe that it might have some arcane properties.
I was hoping for ice, honestly.
That cold damp blood gem that we identified, that we picked up a few parts ago that I failed to identify. Yeah, it has arcane buffs on it.
Okay.
I don't want
Well,
arcane
you're not
buffs.
actually using all that many arcane weapons. I'm not seeing all that much in arcane tools for the player.
That's part of the beauty of the game, is that you get to play what you like, and in other playthroughs you can play with something that you had overlooked. Arcane is It is useful. It does appear to imply like invisible extra damage on the enemy, like some added sharpness. But
So it's like applying a magical whetstone.
But when you're using arcane weapons, if you're not using the phantasm shell, which oh god, evil witch must die, must die. Okay, so when we're gonna get the phantasm shell in Bergenworth that allows you to apply arcane to any weapon, except for weapons that already have an element attached to them. You're usually going to be locked to the playstyle of the weapon that actually uses arcane. For example, Blades of Mercy has a very specific playstyle that is very fast and very control-y. The Blades of Mercy, not the blade. I already said Blades of Mercy. The fuck, what is it called?
The positron rifle.
Not the positron rifle. No, it fails to come to mind. One of the final bosses of the game uses it, and you probably, depending on how you conduct your final game affairs, you may be able to use it before ending the game, but otherwise you will probably only use this final boss weapon game in New Game Plus. But it also has arcane attached to it.
You fell down the bridge, Mr. Cloud.
Dang it. There's another arcane weapon in the DLC called the Amygdala's Arm, which looks like a giant root mass that has magical properties attached to it, and you just swing it around like a fucking giant club.
Well, a lot of the weapons that you're using are like giant clubs effectively. I mean, they have slashing sounds on them, but you're mostly just using them like clubs.
Yeah, smacking people around with them. I'm not a big fan of big weapons. This game, I always held that this game is about speed. It favors speed. It wants you to be fast. It motivates you to move quickly. And goddammit, the weapons that move fast usually are the most effective.
Yeah, that's a trope from ARPGs in general, honestly. Speed is king.
Like
distance is second.
There are claymores in this game. There are there's
a gemstone.
There's even a bow and arrow. Huh. You think I'm scared of you?
No, they're Fat Man.
Oh, do not underestimate Fat Man.
So, can we actually get the spiked club that Zuchu is attempting to hit us with?
No, actually, you cannot get the spike club that Fat Man uses.
Oh.
Oh, he has super roll. Oh my god. No. Be careful of Fat Man, Mr. Cloud. Do not take him lightly.
Ow. Yeah, because, he will then throw you against a wall, and you will be very sad that you made such a poor joke.
He'll throw you against the wall. He's gonna kick you in the balls. You just died a Fat Man's death. This fat is on your head.
He can roll around with no handlebars. No handlebars.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
At least I was referencing a better song.
I think I would rather listen to Cake than whoever wrote that trap music that I just recited.
See?
Because trap is designed for people who love dicking with people. That's why it exists.
You see, I thought trap music was ow.
I actually died in one hit.
It was mostly used to accentuate the buying and selling of contraband or drug paraphernalia.
Well, what are you saying? That most people who listen to trap are just trying to get out of the slums?
No, I'm saying that they're trying to get high off of illegally obtained product.
That's the sort of idiot we expect would listen to this grotesque display of
musical
musical
I didn't call
prowess.
them idiots.
No, I know you don't mean that. I'm saying that Fat Man, leave me alone. Stop killing me, Fat Man.
Why are you dodging to the side?
Just die. I don't want to fight you anymore. I'm out of blood vials. You are so awkward to fight against.
Why aren't you dodging to the side?
I'm gonna kill you, Fat Man. I've had enough. I've had enough of your swing. I've had enough of your thing, and I've had enough of you. Get the fuck out of here. There.
But again, I must ask you, Cloud, why aren't you dodging him to the side?
This is a good question. Fat Man can either hit you really fast or really slow. And depending on the exact situation when you decide to make the move, you may be in a completely different position. But jumping to the side, well, actually, in order to jump to the side, really, I would have to break lock on him.
Oh. That's stupid. There should be a sidle roll.
There is a sidle roll. Again, you have to break lock on in order to do it.
Well, yeah, but you should be able to keep lock on your target when you do a sidle roll. After all, if you're trying to roll to the side, you're trying to roll to the side in relation to the enemy that you have locked on.
Yeah, but the direction that you roll in depends on whether or not you're locked on. If you're locked on, then you sidestep in like a circle. But if you break lock on, then you side roll in a perfect straight line away.
Okay. And the side step isn't nearly as effective as the side roll because it only covers like half the distance.
Yeah. With respect to the enemy, yeah, I would have to agree because fuck, I lost my train of thought.
We're grinding blood vials again, aren't
We're
we?
grinding blood vials again. We're back in Blood Vial Town, but now it's nighttime. And he's doing the, oh god, I'm burning animation. Ah, so much more peaceful in the dark.
At least they make it so that you cannot actually fall off this elevator while it's not here.
That is good. That is very good teaching players how to use elevators, because the elevators that come after this are a lot less safe.
Ah.
See, it even opens the door for me.
So they would get a D on their OSHA report card.
Upper.
Incoming barrel.
First, angry mob must have a knob. And then barrel man will then lob. There's the lob. That's his job. There goes Todd. No, you're cursed. You're cursed.
There you go. And visceral.
So, I guess the point of being able to go back to these places after the time of day changes, they assume that you probably left some stuff behind, you know, before you got to wherever it was you reached where the time actually changed.
Yep.
There are hidden goodies everywhere. It's just too damn bad when you already know where they all are.
Ooh. Visceral actually causes a fear knockback.
Fear knockback. Yeah, that's right. So it allows you to control the game situation, because not only are you immortal, but it also resets the enemy's animations.
Which is nice.
Very nice. I'm not sure why I came. Oh, I came this way to take out Pigman. I came out this way to take out Pigman and to see if there's a. No, that's right. There wouldn't be a ribbon down here because I sent the little girl to Odin Chapel.
But you've already killed this pig plenty of times.
But he still has something that I want. Blood.
So 2 blood vials and 700 blood echoes.
So with the moon rune, I believe I'm getting a decent amount of blood echoes bonus. That's the beauty about going to the unseen village very early to get the moon rune is, well, now when you come back to areas like this, you're getting even more blood echoes than you were before.
Yeah, but it's not actually worth it to go here for blood echoes right now, especially because we have a decent answer to kill the Jeff Goldblum flies and the minions of Vraska.
Honestly, the best grind spot right now is probably Hemwick Charnel Lane, because there are 3 fat executioners that you can take. Each of those fat executioners with the moon rune would probably yield about like somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 apiece.
Which is nice.
Which is pretty nice. Versus these guys who are dropping fucking, you know, kids' milk money for blood echoes over here.
Not even, dude. 80 blood echoes at this point, that will not buy you a carton of milk.
And in the next part, after I hopefully successfully replenish my blood vial supply, I may get that item over there, because there is a thing that I had forgotten to get. You see? There is a point to coming back to earlier areas.
Yeah, but mostly because we forgot something while we were here last time.